Hello guys and welcome back to another Hunters Prestige YouTube video. On today's video we have another 130 V8. We recently ran a poll on what videos you guys like to see and you said you really enjoyed our fitment videos as well as our Hunters builds. So here's another one. Right, on this particular V8 build, we are doing quite a lot to the vehicle. I'm currently just cleaning in preparation to put new bottom door panels on this car. Unfortunately, the customer was in an accident and has actually damaged both the lower door mouldings. He's having loads of other products actually fitting on the vehicle. We don't usually just change lower door mouldings. We normally sell it as like a full pack, but just for this customer, we're just going to put Land Rover Genuine replacements on them just to finish the build nicely. A lot of stuff's going on the car. He's having LED vents, which I've already put on the car. We've also already fit the V2 spoiler on there as well. It's going for a full Expedition pack. Obviously this is a 130 V8, so we've learned from previous videos that we need to change the roof rails within that before we fit anything. This is having roof rack, gear carrier, and also a ladder. We're also going to put a V2 Chequerplate cover on the back. He already had a Land Rover Genuine on, so we took that off and we're going to be putting a new V2 on, in gloss black as well. He's already had products from us already, things like the Chequerplate Mirror Covers. He's also fitted his own reverse lights from us. So we're just going to finish it off nicely with a nice little lighting package. So he's going to have a V3 carbon pod light. He's also going for a LED grille light. He's having integrated 25-inch white integrated light as well, which is really, really nice because he's got a A-frame fit on there. So it'll be integrated behind that A-frame, which is really, really nice and easier for us to fit as well because we just take the A-frame off and just fit the integrated grille just behind that. He's also having DRLs, so the whole bumper's got to come off anyway. So we're going to take it all apart, do that, put the integrated DRLs in there as well as the side square DRLs as well. He's got a really, really nice interior. He's got a MY25 so the interior is really, really nice. It's got Pro Pack, so it's got like this nice creamy teal interior with Alcantara full headlining. Really, really nice build. Really, really nice clean interior. It looks really good. To finish it off on the inside, we're going to be changing the steering wheel. So currently he's got a Nappa steering wheel on there. We're just going to make it a little bit nicer, just having a flat bottom. We're also going to add a V1 boot light in there as well. He's going to have activations, so we're going to spec out. He's actually gone for one of our bundles, so activation bundle. He's going to have about 5 different activations on this car. Things like the driver's assist memory, he's going to have the start-stop memory, and it's also going for a MY25 interface as well. So I think that is literally it nearly for this build. Obviously things may change, we might add things to the build, so let's get cracking on the rest of this car.
wow.
There you go.
They look great.
They do. This has been a really nice build. I mean, we've had quite a few like newer model Defenders come through the door, and your vehicle, not just the fact it's a 130 and a V8.
Yeah.
But it's the interior and all the specs.
It's got the new interior, the cloud interior as well, and the 7 seats rather than the 8.
Everything ties
This is
together.
lovely. Look at that.
It looks good, doesn't it?
It does.
So when you first dropped the vehicle off to us yesterday,
Yeah.
how were you feeling when you dropped it off?
Nervous.
Yep.
I'm just looking at the lights. Don't they look fabulous?
They look good.
It looks really great.
Everything ties together really well.
It does, doesn't it?
It just goes really nicely. Everything goes really nicely together. So you have loads of different products added on the vehicle.
Yeah.
What will you be using this vehicle for?
Mainly just having fun.
Yeah.
But my intention is to, where I live, we're by a big riverbank and I've got fishing rights on the river. Nice. Which is sort of a drive down, and I'm going to be putting loads of pods up on the hillside for fishermen to use. So I need to be able to get them down to the river and back up. So that's why I wanted it fully geared up. I'll also be picking them up from airports and bringing them back. So I want them to have the absolute best times. That's why it's the 7 seats, the roof rack and everything else as well.
So obviously
great.
It being a V8,
yeah,
not a lot of people use it as like a Defender when they have the V8.
Yeah.
Obviously it being a 130 as well, it's like both of those things put together.
Yeah.
But obviously, like I say, you're going to be using it, they're more than capable of, being on-road, off-road, so.
Yeah.
And you've got the good spec for it as well. You've definitely kitted out with all your light rig now.
Yeah.
So you've got your integrated lights.
I can't wait to see them on.
You've got your integrated lights, you've got grill light on there, you also have the DRLs, side vents, LED side vents, and you have a pod light on there as well.
Yeah.
So they're definitely going to see you coming.
Yeah.
If they can hear you first, they're going to see you coming first. So, and I want to show you on the side. Obviously, when you brought it into us yesterday, you had some damage on the side.
I did indeed.
We've done our best to polish it off.
Oh,
so you've got all your car.
Oh, thank you so much. That looks
so the white's all cleaned
better.
up, and then obviously we've replaced those 2 panels for you.
And they look great. They look great.
We changed it and straight away. We said it looks so much better than it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So
these look fabulous.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they?
With the hunters on as well. That's great.
You've got a full expedition pack on the car.
Yeah.
So it works well.
I love it.
So you've gone for a ladder. You've got the 130 roof rack.
Yeah.
So obviously, being a 130 V8, obviously normally we don't fit them.
Yep.
But now we know how to do them. Everyone that has a 130 V8 now brings their car to us. I think you're probably like one of the 5th V8 130 customers that brought it to us now. So we know what we're doing in regards to that now. And obviously you've got the gear carrier on the other side, brings all of them together.
Yeah.
So what was the main reason that you chose to come to us?
I did a lot of research online, and I just fell in love with your products and the looks. I looked at your videos, and that just sold it. You know, originally I think I just bought 1 bit from you, and then that made me start looking more and more. And I bought a load, and then I bought so much that I couldn't fit it myself, so I brought it all back to you to fit, along with a whole load of other stuff.
Which is always the case most of the time. I mean, you obviously fit your reverse lights yourself. Things like that. So you're more than capable of doing it.
Yeah, but there was me on my own, and I didn't have anywhere dry or warm, so it was going to be done outside in the middle of winter. I thought, this is daft. This stuff's going to stick in the garage until the summer, and then I might not get around to doing it. So I thought I wanted it done. I've only just had the car, so brilliant.
Get it all done. Why not? A lot of customers do that as well. They buy products with the intention they're going to fit them themselves, and then they go, I'm not going to find the time to do it, or I'm not that comfortable touching a 90 grand, or in your case, over 100 grand car. No one likes cutting things up. So things like side steps and things like that, people are like, no, not for me. So they end up bringing them to us anyway, which is why we're here. We're happy to do it, and we do them every single day, so we're more than capable. So.
And when I came down the other week to come and sort of talk to you guys, I was sort of checking out where you were and what it looked like and what the place looked like, and it's you could tell everything was to a mint condition. So it sold it for me, really.
So towards the back, obviously we put a spoiler on there for you.
Oh yeah.
Which originally had the V1 on there.
That's right, yeah.
And a V2, since we brought out the V2 replacement spoilers, they're so much more popular.
Yeah.
And it just ties in.
It looks completely integral to the the lines and everything match up, don't they? Well.
So obviously V1 is a stick-on spoiler, so you get like a raised part on there.
Yeah.
It doesn't look factory. With the V2s or the V3s, they're more like an OEM finish. So it looks like what they're supposed to be. It's almost like when you buy a V8, you expect it to have a spoiler on nowadays.
Yes.
So,
well, that's one of the other things I did buy from you and I fitted was the sunglasses holder.
yes, yeah.
I went for the black because it's a grey interior, and I can't believe that they don't sell them as standard when you spend that much money somewhere to put your sunglasses.
I know.
For effectively a few pence worth of extra plastic for them, but it looks great inside as well.
Yeah.
I love this. I love the back step.
It's just cleaner, isn't it? Because you originally had
it was silver.
The silver one.
And it was the only bit of silver on the car, so it stood out as just wrong.
Yeah.
And again, I think that was one of the ones I didn't know I could change until I came down and saw you a few weeks ago. Yeah. And you pointed that out to me, and it's like, yeah, got to do it.
And it follows as well, because you've got the Chequerplate on the wing mirrors.
Yep.
You've got Chequerplate on the bonnet.
Yep.
You now have on the rear.
Yep.
The only thing that we've actually learned from your build is the lamp covers are different.
Ah.
So we actually went to fit them. Yep. And they didn't fit.
Right.
Because your quarter panels on the 130 are different to the 110s and the 90s.
Ah, okay.
So from that, we now have a new product we're having to look into.
Okay. Well, for the 130s.
For the 130s, yeah. So
I hadn't even noticed the Chequerplate wasn't on there.
Yeah. I mean, it all ties in well enough.
It does tie in really well.
To not. But obviously we're going to look into doing them anyway. Yeah. They're a popular product that we fit in, and they just do go really, really well with
that
tailgate covers. So we'll look into that. So yeah. Towards this side, obviously you now have the Santorini gear carrier.
Oh, that looks great.
Which looks really, really good. Obviously you've got Santorini black anyway.
Yep.
And that is sprayed in Santorini black, so it's a perfect colour match.
Yeah.
And it just ties it off really nicely.
It does, doesn't it?
It goes really well. Brings back the British heritage of the vehicle.
Yeah. So. And actually the grey, the dark grey goes with that as well as it does with the arches. The arches.
Yeah. Yeah. Because obviously the Land Rover don't do 130 gloss black arches yet. Yeah. We don't either. But we get asked for them so regularly now. Yeah. This is something that we're looking at to develop. So we've just done prototypes. Hopefully we should have them available soon. Yeah. So I know you're in Shrewsbury, so there's a little bit of wait to come to us. Yeah. But maybe when we get them in stock, something like that, you might be able to take to a body specialist. Sure. Get it done for you. So cool. Right, we come to the front, John. And yeah, obviously have your pod lights. Yeah. Oh, wow. Which controlled on the wireless remote. Yeah. These are capable up to 60 meters as well, which is another thing I always say in all my videos. Yep. So you can use them anywhere. People like to keep them this in their pocket, but you can put it on a dashboard. You've got a little adhesive pad from there. You put it on the dashboard. But they're capable to be used at 60 meters, so you can literally park in a car park. Not that anybody is you're not gonna know your car from a mile away anyway, because obviously it's completely different to what everyone else's look like, and not a lot of people have come on there as well. So, but you'll be able to light it up. And not only that, you have your integrated lights on the front. So you've got different motions on there. You have a fixed one, different flashes, which are static, which are really, really bright. We always say to customers, bit of courtesy with the pod light and also the LED grille light. Obviously, you wouldn't have them when another car is on the road facing you. Yeah. Obviously, use them at your own discretion. Yeah. But they're so bright. Yeah. The pod lights are as well. So we actually, the guys in the warehouse, they always, when we have the lights on, they do not look at them. They can't. It lights up the whole of the vehicle bay, everywhere. So you have a brilliant light package in the car.
It's super bright in here, and they're just really, really bright.
They are brighter, and I mean these are as well. So obviously being lower down, you can't really notice it. Yeah. But at night, when you have everything lit up, these are the brightest things.
Oh, are they?
So it's really, really helpful, especially like say for the fishing and stuff like that.
The rear reversing lights that I bought from you and put on, that's made a hell of a difference as well with the extra indicator one. I think it was the version
2.
Version 2, where the indicators scroll across. They look great as well. And the difference when you put it into reverse, it just lights everything up behind. Yeah,
really good. Because the factory ones are just absolutely, they shouldn't even be called reverse lights.
They're a bit piddly.
Yeah. So, especially the rear camera, when you're reversing, the light, the camera itself is just near your number plate.
That's right, yeah.
And the lights are above that. So you can't see anything from there. Obviously the reverse light's being lowered down, lights up the whole back. Yeah. It's just worked so well. So big improvement. That's one of the main things that people always come to us for, or one of our most popular products we supply is reverse lights.
Yeah, really easy to fit as well.
Yeah, yeah. Talking about lights, we put a V1 boot light in there as well.
Oh yes.
So obviously, we have put some stuff in the back. Yeah. We won't go too much into detail about your interior. The guys have done lots of shots. We have boot light on there now.
That's cool.
So even though you've got a V8 and a newer model, they did add that LED light just in the middle, which they never used to have on the older models. Yeah. but those lights are still so dim.
It's a bit pants.
Yeah,
that little light, but that lights up the whole area and out to the step and everything. So,
but obviously, being a newer model, they have a different trim as well. So you've got the what was the name of the interior?
Light cloud.
So they used to have oyster and then they had the ebony.
Yeah.
But obviously, being a new one, they don't actually have, because we do have a different type of boot light, which is a V2, which we haven't yet done, but basically they're a different colour.
That's
so
right.
That's something we're looking into. But
that replaces that whole panel, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the replacement panel. So obviously, if we had that,
and it would look odd to the side panels.
So it makes sense to go for the V1. It looks nice, and you just need to improve that light, don't you? So it's really good. But we love your interior as well. Yeah. It's so nice.
It's beautiful.
I don't know how you're going to keep it clean. I generally don't, because I would not be able to trust myself. Steering wheel as well.
Yeah.
Moving in from the interior. You obviously had a Nappa steering wheel already on there. So we changed it to a sports grip flat bottom.
That's actually much better, isn't it?
So much nicer.
Oh, it's sort of
nice grip.
Even when I was holding it before, when we were comparing it, now it's on, that feels really chunky. And that's what I wanted.
Yep. And obviously you got the flat bottom, so it's a little bit different to standard spec anyway.
Yep.
What we never really get is, obviously customers always used to come with us with their V8s. They always used to have Alcantara steering wheels.
Yeah.
So obviously, you being a V8, especially with like the Pro Pack, where you've got Alcantara on your headlight, automatically assume you're going to have it on there as well.
Yeah.
So a new thing for us is that you've got a Nappa steering wheel with the cutouts for the paddle shifts.
Yeah.
So we'll have a little bit of talk about that later, because we might be interested in doing a buyback with you.
Right, okay.
Because a lot of customers always like Alcantara or the V8, but then to have a standard genuine steering wheel like that as well.
Yeah.
Something we're looking into for different styles of steering wheels for different vehicles.
Yeah, sure.
So that's really, really cool. And the interior is just so nice.
It is lovely.
Yeah.
And the black here actually works really well, because there's lots of black in. So actually, because that was one of the things I was worried about, it not looking right. But with the cloud middle and the black surround, it works really well.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was really happy with that.
How the buttons and everything transfer over, it still has that same colour contrast.
Yes, yeah.
It does look good. Nice, cool.
Oh, that sounds good in here, doesn't it?
So activations, we went for an activation bundle.
Yeah.
So we put as much activations as we could on this vehicle.
Cool.
So obviously you've got the MY25 interface, which is integrated from the new Range Rovers onto the new Defenders.
Yep.
So basically anything from the gear shift has now been moved up onto the screen, and everything's on there. It's just a lot cleaner. It's a lot nicer whilst you're driving, just to have everything on the screen.
Yeah.
So you've got your TR modes and all your heated controls now all on there, as well as your fan speed and also your volume.
Control there, yeah.
So it'd be nice when you're driving, instead of having to look down and press all the different buttons, you've got it all on there. And obviously your TR modes, it's a quick introduction to that as well. So you can select it to what you want.
Yeah.
Obviously being a newer model, you've got the driver assistance. Yeah. So obviously we've now done the memory on there as well. So you've got it set to low, turn the vehicle off, turn it back on, so remember
comes back onto low,
It's similar to the driver's assist, we've also done the start-stop memory. Yep. So you've got that on there. And we also done the dynamic eye. So even though your car is a V8, something that wasn't on your car is a dynamic eye.
Right.
So which is the controller configurable. So you can set it to dynamic, and if you have driving style,
I'm gonna have fun playing with that.
Yeah, you can set it to however your driving style like. So if you like it, you feel like the suspension's a little bit too stiff, you want it to be a little bit more comfortable, you switch it on, and then that will change that dynamic mode to be able to set them with that. Yeah. Which is really, really good. And obviously you've got your stopwatch, your lap time, and your G meter if you ever decide to take it on the track as well. So, which is quite cool. I like putting the G meter on just to watch it. That's fun stuff. And just see it. So, but the configurable is nice and handy to have it on there anyway. And a lot of people, especially with the gear shifts and the paddles and that, you want to have as much customization as possible whilst you're driving. So you've got it there. You've got your TR modes on there as well, so when you go on your main menu, like I spoke to you earlier, when you first came in, you have all of them set on there. Yes. So when you are off the track, you can select that to be what you want it to be, and it stays on the screens instead of just selecting one TR mode. Yes. And then it disappearing, you've got it on the screen the whole time whilst you're driving. So great. Jump on road, jump off road, you can change it to however you like as well. Yeah. All right. Apart from that, we've done your rear boot. So if you grab your key, and hold your boot
right, to open the boot without,
hold it down and your boot
there you go.
So that's good. Got that on there as well. Yeah. I'm trying to think if we've done anything else.
Because quite often enough, you're carrying a suitcase or something like that,
yeah,
and you just want to get in the boot.
Yep.
So you can just open the boot now and put it in.
It's nice and easy. I mean, obviously, if you have two hands available, you can do it, but most people walk with their key to get in the boot anyway.
Yeah.
So just hold that, it's just a little bit easier. We haven't yet done the soft close and open doors yet for a Defender.
Yeah.
But when there's available, it's definitely going to be game changer. So, John, that was a quick time frame for us.
Yeah.
I mean, your build was quite complex. We had a lot going on the front, you know, absolutely everywhere. We had about 4 guys working on the car at one point.
Yeah.
What do you think of the time frame for our build?
Well, I thought it was amazing. When I first contacted you to bring it back, even before I then started adding a load of stuff on, I thought you were going to have it for a week.
Yep.
So I thought I was going to be dropping it off on a Monday and picking up the following Monday or something like that.
Yep.
And you said we'd do it in 2 days.
Yep.
And then you rang me just midday today and said it's done. I mean, that's as fast as it could possibly have been done.
Yeah.
And you've done the extra stuff.
Yep.
You've done the repair on the side, which I really am very grateful for.
Yep.
That's brilliant. Plus you've done all the other stuff that you sold me yesterday morning.
Yeah. So we always try our best. I mean, if I'm 100% honest, we're actually done this morning when we finished your car. So by about 10 o'clock you were done.
Wow.
The guys wanted all that time just to shoot the car, just to get some nice cinematic shots of it. Because like we always say, I always say in all of our videos, but this is probably one of my favourite builds we've done so far.
Brilliant.
This is everything I'd want on a Defender. You've got the V8, you've got the 130, lots of space, your interior and all the accessories on there. Just finishes off, so it really is a cherry on top. Everything we've done on the car, what would be your favourite product that we've done?
Oh, so many.
Yeah.
I love the lights, the pod lights and the grill lights and the middle light, those working together, and even the 2 front lights there. That works, it just seems to work brilliantly.
Yeah.
But I really do love the chunkiness of the roof rack and the box on the side. I think there's, I don't really have a favourite bit. Yeah. I'm loving it all.
The whole build.
I'm loving it all.
That's cool. No, I like it. So, you happy with all the work we've done? You're happy with the final outcome of the car?
Yeah.
What is next for your build?
Well, I'd be very interested in the checker plates if you can get them done for the 130.
Yep.
Very, very much so. And I'm open to ideas. I'm open to something that fits and looks right with it.
Yeah.
I was at one point thinking about a bit of a bull bar going on, but I don't know whether that's going to be too much or not. I'll have to sort of think about that.
I think it would work well. It's an angry car.
It's an angry, aggressive, chunky feel to it.
Yeah.
And that's always what I wanted. Yeah.
Happy?
Very, very happy indeed. Thank you very much indeed.
No problem at all. Thanks for coming in to us, John. And if you've got any customers or any friends that have any Defenders, send them our way. We're more than happy to help them out.
I'll certainly be showing it off to everyone I know.
Cool. Thank you very much for coming in, John.
Thank you very much indeed.
Cheers. So that's the end of today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this build. If you're interested in any of the products you've seen in this video today, get in contact with our sales team.
And don't forget to like, follow and subscribe and hit the bell button at the top.
Stay up to date with what we're doing here at Hunters. We'll see you on the next video.